Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
This weekend, we are going to talk about three topics. The first one is beyond ESOPs, where we will talk about how you, as a non-resident Indian, can diversify your wealth across the Indian market and take advantage of India's growth story. The second is green hydrogen, where we will dwell into the promising world of green hydrogen and its pivotal role in transition to sustainable energy. The third is an overview on hybrid funds, where we will look at hybrid funds and whether it is the right time to invest in them and are they better than equity funds. So, if you are interested in any of them, click on the description below to register.
If you've been tracking the markets, you've probably noticed the comeback in IPOs. When a company goes from being unlisted to listed, it has to file something known as a draft red herring prospectus with SEBI to become a listed entity. If we want to look at some DRHP stats, in the last 2 months alone, there have been 33 DRHPs filed with SEBI, and August has been the strongest month in terms of 17 in the last 1 year. So if we compare this to the pace of issues in the earlier half, that is the first 6 months of 2024, the average was around 9 per month. And the issue size for in the first half was roughly around 2,500 crores, but that has dropped to about 2,300 crores on average for the last couple of months. So clearly there is a trend where more and more companies are trying to list, and this is also happening because valuations in the secondary market are picking up. So a lot of companies would prefer to get listed at better valuations because then they can gather more capital. So as an investor, it becomes important to think about what is happening and whether you want to participate in these ideas and how you should think about participating in these ideas. So anyone who's been tracking this and wants to participate in an IPO must be prepared to do much more due diligence. Simply because unlisted companies have fewer disclosure requirements than listed companies. So as a first-time investor in a listed entity, you might want to be more careful about where you're putting your money. The second thing is there's been a lot of buzz and narrative around IPOs, which means that the investor needs to be more discerning and try to separate the story from the actual facts. The third important thing that an investor needs to pay attention to is the fact that new age businesses may not always be profitable, may have certain other hiccups that they could face, and are valued in a different manner. So they must be prepared to look at this from a new lens. And last but not least, momentum is a very big swing factor when it comes to IPOs because again of all the buzz and the fact that usually it goes through an investment banking channel or a merchant banking channel where there is an incentive to bring the best valuation for the listing entity. So IPOs may be the hot topic in the market, but it's important to be cool and composed when we're making our investment decisions. So we wish you a safe investment journey ahead.